These are going to be yours and your players' 10 favourite 1v1 attacking and dribbling drills. These drills will develop your players' confidence on the ball, their decision making, and the speed at which they attack with the ball at their feet. For the first drill, we have 2-goal chaos. For the setup, you'll need a 10 by 15 yard area, 4 puck goals, and 1 soccer ball per pair with a max of 2 pairs per area. This will be a regular 1v1, however, instead of players scoring and defending in 1 goal, they are scoring and defending in the 2 goals placed in each of the corners. Attackers will need to use a combination of sharp skills, changes of speed and direction to fake the defender in one direction and then quickly attack the goal where there is a larger space. They should also keep their head up to see how the defender is pressing and how they are reacting to the changes in speed of direction. Get to the end zone will put your players' 1v1 skills to the test. Players will need to combine skills with quick changes of direction and speed while ensuring the ball stays under their close control in order to get the maximum amount of points. Create a 10 by 15 yard area with 2 end zones 2 yards in length. Each pair of players will need 1 soccer ball, with one starting as a defender and the other as an attacker. You can put up to 3 pairs in each area and they can play simultaneously. The defender will start in their end zone with the ball and pass to the attacker in the opposite end zone. The goal for the attacker is to be able to dribble past the defender and stop the ball in their end zone for 3 points. If they are unable to stop the ball in the end zone and dribble past it, they will get 1 point instead. If the defender is able to win the ball, they can dribble through the attacker's end zone for 1 point. And if the ball goes out of bounds, both players will get 0 points. For the points to count, the players must be in control of the ball. Attackers must keep their head up and look at the positioning of the defender, how they are pressing, and the spaces in behind the defender to attack. To get past the defender, they'll need to use a skill or body feint combined with a sharp change of speed and direction to drive into the space. To create space in behind the defender, the attacker will need to draw the defender out while being comfortable on the ball under pressure. This will enable them a bigger space to dribble into after they have used a skill, giving them a better chance to stop the ball in the end zone as opposed to dribbling past it. After 3 attempts, the attacker and defender will swap roles, with the player getting the most amount of points winning the round. 2-goal trouble is a fantastic 1v1 drill that will teach your players to change direction using a combination of skills and speed. You'll need 3 goals, 3 soccer balls, 3 defenders and 3 attackers. The defenders will start with the ball and pass to the attacker opposite them. They can begin to press as soon as the pass is played. The attacker must try to score in either of the 2 goals for 3 points. If the defender is able to win the ball back, they can score in the opposite goal for 1 point. The attacker will want to keep their head up, look at how the defender is pressing them and identify spaces to attack. The goal of this drill is not to dribble past the defender, but to rather combine skill with a change of speed and direction to create enough space to take a shot on one of the goals. You'll want to encourage your players to take that shot as soon as they have the space. To keep defenders on the back foot, the attackers must go forward at speed and be confident in their decisions. As soon as they hesitate on the ball, the defender will get the upper hand. In game-like scenarios, these goals could represent teammates that they will be passing to. Make sure to swap the roles so both teams have had a chance to defend and attack, with the team scoring the most points winning. This 1v1 finishing drill will make sure your players are calm and confident going through on goal while being chased down by an opposition defender. For this setup, you'll need a 15 by 20 yard area with 2 goals, 3 cones, 2 teams of 3 to 4 and 3 soccer balls. You can also have a goalkeeper in goal as well. The defending team will start with the ball and pass to an attacking team player on the opposite side of the pitch. The attacking player will then play a through pass for their teammate to run onto and go towards goal. Once the defender has played their initial pass, they can begin their recovery run on the attacker going through on goal. If the attacker is able to score a goal, they will get 3 points. However, if the attacker gets fouled, they will get 1 point. If the defender is able to gain control of the ball, they can score in the opposite goal for 1 point. And if the ball goes out of bounds or if the goalkeeper has control of the ball in their hands, then both teams will get 0 points. The pass playing through to the attacker should be in front of them so they can control the ball in their stride. When going through on goal, the attacker should look to cut off the defender by taking a touch across their running path. The defender will then have a choice to either foul the player or let them go through on goal. The team with the most amount of points will be the winners. This 1v1 dribbling drill will develop your players into mini Messis. It will teach your players how to attack space against defenders 1v1 using a combination of skills, changes of speed and changes of direction. You'll need 2 cones 10 yards apart, 2 gates, 1 soccer ball per defender and 2 teams of 3. The defenders will start with the ball and pass to the attacker opposite them. As soon as the pass has been played, the defender can begin to press. The goal for the attacker is to dribble through either of the gates for 3 points. If they cannot dribble through the gates, they can turn back and dribble past the cone they started on for 1 point. If the defender is able to win the ball back, they can dribble past the cone that the attacker started on for 1 point. For any of the points to count, players must be in control of the soccer ball while dribbling through the gates or past the cones. As the defender approaches the attacker should slow down their speed and take smaller touches. The attacker should use a combination of quick body feints and skills to convince the defender they're going in one direction when actually they want to go to a different direction. They should then take a big touch to the space, combined with a sharp change of speed to accelerate away. Swap roles to ensure both teams have defended and attacked, with the team having the most amount of points at the end of the round winning. 1v1 Chaos is a fast-paced drill that will improve your players' decision-making and awareness with the ball at their feet. You'll need a 10 by 15 yard area, 4 goals, 2 teams of 3, and 3 soccer balls. The 3 defenders will start with a soccer ball and pass to the attacker opposite them. As soon as the ball has been passed, the defenders can begin to press. The goal for the attackers is to score in either of the 3 goals. Each goal they score will be worth 1 point. However, if they're able to score in 3 separate goals, the attackers will get 5 points instead. If the defenders are able to steal a ball, they can score in the opposite goal for 1 point. 0 points will be awarded if the ball goes out of bounds. If an attacker scores a goal, they must come out of the area. However, the defender can stay in the area and apply pressure to a different attacker. Make sure to swap the defenders and attackers so both teams get a chance to defend and attack, with the team getting the most points winning the game. Attackers will have to quickly exploit space and adjust to what is going on around them if they want to get maximum points. It is essential that players keep their head up when dribbling to identify spaces to attack, to see what goals are free, and to see the position of the defenders and their teammates. This 1v1 attacking drill will put your players' strength, dribbling, and finishing skills to the test with their back to goal. For the setup, you'll need a 10 by 15 yard area, 1 large goal, 3 puck goals, 2 soccer balls, and 2 teams of 3. You can also include a goalkeeper as well. The attacker and defender will start in the middle, with the attacker having their back to goal and the defender in a goal side position. The attacker's teammates will start with the ball and pass to the attacker in the middle. As soon as the pass has been played, the defender can press and try to win the ball back. For the attackers, they are trying to score in the larger goal for 3 points. If the defenders are able to gain possession of the ball, they can score in either of the puck goals for 1 point. And if the ball goes out of bounds, or if the goalkeeper gets hold of the ball, both teams will get 0 points. The attacker can also gain a point if the defender fouls the attacker. When the attacker receives the ball, they should receive the ball in a side-on body position and on the front foot. This will keep the ball as far away from the defender as possible, making it a lot more difficult for them to try and win the ball back without fouling the attacker. The attacker must use a combination of skills and body feints with a change of speed and direction to try and turn the defender or to get them in a position where they are facing them 1v1. Make sure to swap the roles of the players to ensure both teams have defended and attacked, with the team getting the most amount of points winning the round. This fast-paced 1v1 attacking transition drill will really sharpen up your players' skills. Players will learn to quickly drive into space when they have the upper hand, as well as learn to quickly transition when possession changes. For the setup, you'll need a 15 by 20 yard area, 2 teams of 4 to 5, 2 goals and 2 cones. A goalkeeper is also optional as well. The red team are starting with the ball, and the first player will dribble unopposed and score a goal. As soon as a goal is scored, they'll transition to a defender, as the blue player will now begin their attack. Again, once a goal is scored or if the ball goes out of bounds, the attacker will transition to a defender as the new player comes into play. If the attacking team is able to successfully score a goal, the goal will be worth 3 points. However, if the defending team is able to win the ball and score in the opposite goal, the goal will be worth 1 point. If the ball goes out of bounds, teams will get 0 points. Attackers do not need to wait for the defenders to be ready and should look to carry the ball into the space as quickly as possible, taking advantage of the opposition player being out of position. This attacking 1v1 is an excellent drill to help your players discover different ways to combine passes and exploit spaces to get past defenders. For the setup, you'll need a 10 by 15 yard area with 2 goals and 4 players. 2 players will start on the outside as neutral players, with the other 2 in the middle creating a 1v1. The neutral players on the outside will help support the player in possession of the ball in the middle. If the player on the ball is able to combine a pass with a neutral player around the defender and score a goal, the goal will be worth 3 points instead of 1. If the players in the middle can score without doing this, then the goal will still be worth 1 point. This still gives players the opportunity to score by dribbling past the opposition as well. The neutral players cannot be tackled while on the outside. If players decide to pass to the neutral player, they must really focus on their movement off the ball when looking to receive the pass back. Their first movements should always be used to drag the defender away from the space they want to receive the ball, with their final movement being towards the space they want to receive the ball. This is an intense 1v1 dribbling drill for your U8 to U10 teams that will really focus on your players' changes of speed and direction to get away from the defender. For the setup, you'll need 2 gates made up of 4 tall cones and 4 small cones to create 2 spaces 3 yards apart and 1 soccer ball per pair. The attacker will start with the ball in the middle of their respective space, with the defender opposite them without a soccer ball. The goal for the attacker is to dribble through either of the gates for 3 points. However, once the attacker has moved out of their space, they have to dribble to the gate on that side. If the defender is able to tag the attacker before they get through the gate, then the defender will get 1 point. The defender can only attempt to tag the attacker once they have gone past the cone and outside of their area. The attacker must keep their head up to look at the defender's positioning, how they are reacting to the skills and changes of direction and speed. Using this information, the attacker can decide when it will be best to leave their space and accelerate through the gates. The attacker must combine skills with changes of speed and direction to really give themselves the most amount of space to get through the gates. After 3 attempts, the attacker and defender will swap roles, with the player getting the most amount of points winning the round. Like, subscribe, peace.